Hello, greetings and salutations. Welcome back to the BFC, where we go into the trenches of the trading world. It has been a freaking awesome Tuesday. That's all I'm going to say. We have had killer management teams on, and we're just going to keep this thing going. We have CVAT, AFFU, and LRGR. These guys are making a lot of noise, and they are not screwing around. You know what? We're going to call this No Bullshit Day because these guys are absolutely crushing it. I'm not going to waste any more time. Let's get into it. All right, I don't want to waste any time. We have, one of my favorite tickers, ticker CVAT, the man, the myth, the legend, Mr. Neil Volishin. Let's bring him in. Neil, how are you doing?
As good as it gets. Sunny, sunny skies in California, and then, it's 7:30 in the morning. It's all good. And by the way, you know what? When you started, you talk about no bullshit and, all that stuff that's going on, and we're ready to roll. What I want to do is I want to first hear your mean guitar as a starting point. Then no bull. Meaning that I see a bull right behind you. So we're in bull market, right? So I guess we'll have two prerequisites to start this conversation. All right, we're ready to roll.
Get the hell out of here. Well, it's great to have you. It's been nothing short of impressive. You guys have a partnership with ticker BCBC, Bitcoin Bancorp. You just added to your board of advisors with Jose Rodolfo Zelaya. I think I'm saying that correctly. I don't know if I am. And you've just been Zyra's been crushing it. And by the way, if you're not following Zyra Corp, say it right for once. My gosh, Zyra Corp. If you're not following these guys on the X, you have to do it. This is a fully owned subsidiary of CVAT. Make sure you guys click the follow notifications because they're going to be giving you a lot of updates in the coming weeks and months. So make sure you do that. So give us an update. How are things going, and where are you at, Neil?
All right, cool, man. On CVAT, I'll just cover our core business, which is related to water mediation. I think I may surprise all of you guys in the next week or so because we're getting some very interesting results on treating PFAS. Which is, again, forever chemical. It's a real pain in the ass to get rid of. Again, I'm not going to run ahead out of myself. We have some preliminary results, which I'm receiving from the lab. They look very encouraging. And I do anticipate to share it with everyone, like I said, hopefully this week. Then additional work is going to come around because for example, if we can get to a point where the elimination of PFAS will get to about 90 to, let's say, 90%, we're really going to have a big breakthrough. But anyway, one step at a time, and I'm hoping to share things, sometime this week. Additionally, CVAT, we did add to our advisory board Dr. Quintero. Dr. Quintero, if anybody had a chance to look at our press release, he is an ex-Halliburton, Schlumberger guy. He was top of their C team. He just left Halliburton, maybe a month ago. So we are moving forward on water remediation, water treatment, whether it's in Permian or abroad. As a matter of fact, we already received one proposal from Brazil. We have to go over it very carefully because it's on the other side of the world. So it's just connecting a lot of dots. But our business on frac and produced water remediation has been relatively slow. Not because the technology doesn't work. It's like I said, the industry shifted from a modular type of systems to the infrastructure plays. And in order for us to really penetrate the market, we really need to bridge it with a fairly large company. Like small independents may not even work for us any longer just because we're the industry shifted. Anyway, but we're going there. We're actually getting quite a few things done. Now with Cargill, we did receive some preliminary results on some of the water treatment. Some results did not do much. And that's primarily related to plasma. And part of it is because the water that was treated was already RO cleaned up. So there was really not much. So our really big thrust into how we're going to do with, let's say, bacteria, for example, using a non-thermal plasma. That would be something, treating the bacteria, contaminated water, E. coli, stuff like that. Then that's where, we're probably shooting give or take about the 20th of November, right before, Thanksgiving. I should be able to, give some results as well. We do continuously working with a number of companies across the world. There's a company in UK, Germany, that is really opting in for both our core technology, which is cavitation, and also non-thermal plasma. Non-thermal plasma will receive probably a half a dozen inquiries every single week. It's just, the question becomes, if companies are on the fishing expeditions and there was some testing, I don't need it. We already have something in the US, and that something's going on. There are some interesting things in terms of purchasing orders, but again, I have to be very careful because it requires service. I mean, it's not just kind of like plug and play, you sold and now let somebody else deal with it. So this is where cavitation is. Like I said, I'm hoping in November to deliver a lot of meaningful results. Meanwhile, when we talk about Zyra, remember, immersion technology, that's something that we'll license to Zyra Corp. Again, check it out, zyracorp.com. We just put it up. Obviously, we're going to have more updates. You'll be able to download some of our presentations and see really where the Zyra is going to. So Zyra is going to have two core businesses. One is, again, immersion technology. As a matter of fact, like in 2 hours, I'm flying to Vegas. I cannot disclose who I'm seeing, but I'm seeing the company in Vegas related to an immersion technology. And that's something we already had preliminary discussions. Now we're going to start connecting the dots. And also, interestingly, we're going to be attending Latin Grammy Awards, and there's going to be a lot of people related to that. Again, to our now switching a little bit from on Zyra space, crypto, money remittance, fintech. That's something that's going to be happening while I'm in Vegas. I'm going to be there for 3 days, and like I said, there are a lot of things coming along. Now, Zyra right now, we kind of look at it. I think we have a really killer business model. Zyra right now is raising certain capital. It's not a solicitation. I just want to make sure that everybody understands it. We're doing, raising approximately $500,000 under Reg D, but that's just, some people that we know already within the company. Again, this is not a solicitation to invest any type of money into Zyra. So anyway, once that is completed, Zyra is right now finishing up, full audit. And the reason when I say about full audit is because, remember, it's a fully owned sub of Cvat. So in order for us to do an audit that's really quick item, is just corporate resolutions, some certain share issuance to see that we're pretty much done. Once that is completed, Zyra is going to go for much larger financing. Again, I'm not going to dive into these details. In the coming weeks, I'm going to be able to share all of this. But Zyra has a really, really, really interesting business plan. I think we're going to fill in the void on what fintech and remittance businesses are lacking. We're going to be that conduit, that bridge between them, including the stable crypto coin. So this is development that Zyra is taking place. Again, we're growing, we have a skeleton. We're growing some muscles. We're bringing advisory members. We're discussing something with several members in the Middle East. A lady who I think she was the president of MasterCard of Middle East. So we're asking, we were negotiating right now with her to join us as well. We're also bringing some talent on the tech side. In about 30 days, we're going to actually build a roadmap exactly how the technology is going to work. It's going to be like, 30, 40-page document. Once that is completed as well, that's something how technology is going to work. We're going to file for some patents on as far as what we're going to do. So Zyra has its core. Now, if you kind of think about it, CVT, Zyra, what are the benefits? Well, Zyra benefit is because Cvat already provides them with certain corporate infrastructure, gives them licensing on the immersion technology and stuff like that. On the other hand, again, for audit, it's much quicker way. On the other hand, Cvat shareholders will benefit hugely if Zyra becomes mildly successful, because at this point, Cvat is not going to we're not investing much money. Zyra is really going to be operating on its own. So it's really, both companies have a benefit. And, Cvat shareholders have to understand it's not in terms of dilution of Cvat going into Zyra. It actually is the other way around. Zyra could actually benefit Cvat a lot and vice versa. So this is kind of where we are with the company. Like I said, this week I'm in Vegas. The following week, I plan on going to see BMI in Detroit, Cargill in Wichita, and then going to Texas. So I'll be gone next week. My plan is for about 4 days. I don't think I'm going to be able to stop by in Buffalo. You guys are way out, my man. It's just going to be probably 4 days, four cities in 3 days. But conceptually, this is where we are. So if you have any questions, shoot.
No, you just covered a lot. There's a lot. There's a lot there that you just laid on us. And by the way, it's getting cold up here now. If anything, I'm coming down there. I'm coming down there.
You got to make it today, because you know what? In 2 days, it's going to start raining, and it's actually going to start getting into like low 70s, but still fairly comfortable.
I will say, and you've been on the show so many times, and I mean, you've covered so much. You gave us some little tidbits there that I know you can't expand upon yet. Way to be a tease, by the way. But but I will say I do have one question for you. Um, the team, the board member that you just, I mean, we're talking Halliburton, and we're talking Anton Glatzer as well. How do you feel things are starting to come together? Honestly, like, because it seems like there's some good synergies going on, and like I don't think that people that are trading or investing in CVAT are prepared for all the success that you guys are going to have, to be honest with you. So how do you feel? Do you think this is, like you said, adding some muscle on? Are these new additions, are they the muscle, as Anton is, when you bring in somebody from Halliburton, is this the muscle?
Well, look, I always preach one thing. We are, or I am, as good as people around me. I mean, I cannot execute everything myself. Sure, I travel, I have meetings, but it's my team. If I don't have the team, it's very difficult to get anything done. So the reason, when I discussed Cavitation Technologies, is a fairly small tech company. So we do bring certain people on board, and then our execution model is going to be really align ourselves with big boys. For example, like Alfa Laval. So this is our strategic partner who we work with. Once we get to certain business opportunities, they're going to provide all the backend, like, for example, warranties and in integration, because they're all over the world. So this is our business model on Cvat. Zyra, on the other hand, has slightly different business model. It's consumer oriented. So the point is, you got to have a nucleus. You got to have people that can be there. When we knock on the door opens, and then we can go also and close it. And like I said, this is the reason we're bringing in people, and we're strategically bringing these people. It's just not just, I'm going to say pretty face, but I'm simply saying is, somebody that can really hold the company and execute. So that's the objective. And like I said, we're as good as the team we have around me.
Amazing. I want to thank you for coming and giving this awesome update. We look forward to seeing you. Have safe travels. I know, and hopefully we could hear back from you, and have you on in the next week or so and give us another update. It'd be great.
All right, buddy.
All right.
Good to see you.
All right, get the heck out. Get the heck out of here. Get out of here. We're gonna keep this party going. All right. I have one Oscar Brito waiting to come in, and ticker AFFU Affluence Corp. And we're just gonna let's get him in here. Let's get him in here. Son of a gun. Oscar, welcome back to the BFC round 2. How you doing? Can you hear me? I don't think you can hear me.
Hey, Eric.
Oh, there you are. I can hear you.
Can't really hear you, my friend.
Hey, you know what? This is what we'll do.
Let me try
man.
logging in real quick.
Hang on.
I'll really log in right now.
He left me. He left me. Son of a gun. He's having mic issues. So you know what? Instead of let's not wait. Let's give him 1 second to log back in. And if he can't connect, then I'll bring in the third round. Can you hear me now?
I can. So we had a little bit.
Oh my God, we got it.
Technical troubles.
So ticker AFFU Affluence Corp. Why don't you just give us an update? How are things going?
Since our last conversation, everything just started moving along very nicely, Eric. Pretty much based on the interview we had. Thank you for that great interview. I've seen some of the clips out there, and I think thank you for the opportunity to tell your audience what we've been up to. So since then, we've definitely been advancing on very good footing on the UC call, on the Universal Call acquisition. So I'm working with one of our investors. I don't want to announce anything, but I'm pretty sure we have the money at least soft circle. So we're good. We're going to be good to go on that side. We're now actually finishing up our due diligence, and that everything that we've seen so far has been coming along as we expected. So we're it's within what we expected. On the other kind of check boxes that we had in regards to our NASDAQ listing, also moving along very nicely. Conversations to exchange our debt into preferred has been going along as we expected. We should have, I'm hoping to have initial documents beginning of December, so we can finalize those towards the end of the year. We're still waiting on news from FINRA for the reverse, but that'll be whatever time it'll take. And more exciting, I'm here now in Spain. I'm actually meeting with our team here in the next couple of days. We're going to be looking at not just how to take Mingle Things products and services to the U.S., but we're looking at another couple acquisitions that we haven't talked about yet at all, which I won't really get into. They're
Oh, that's
much
juicy.
yeah, but I mean, it's still early. One of them we actually have a letter of interest out there, but it's just the very initial steps. It's a very large drone company that we've been talking to in the past that we may or may not do a deal with. But I mean, the point is that we're at a point where we have bigger companies looking at us as potential partners. They're understanding what our business plan is, and they see synergies with us, right? And I'm talking about IoT companies. I'm talking about synergistic telcos, like I mentioned in the past. And so it's not just us now hunting for deals. We're getting people calling us that have worked with us in the past, whether on a commercial level, or just people kind of cold calling our partners in Spain, and that have taken notice to what we're doing in our walk to NASDAQ, and have approached us about being partnering up, or selling into the deal one way or another, and being able to get this thing done together. But unfortunately, we don't have like huge events to announce. But I will tell you solidly that everything that we spoke about the other day is coming along as expected, and we look forward to a very, very good end of year. So very exciting, man.
That's amazing, and I know that you can only talk about so much, and and I'm on, I'm working with you under NDA, but I know you're working your ass off, and so I mean, dude. But I've been pressured a little bit to ask this question, and I'm going to ask you this question.
Yeah, go ahead.
We just talked about AFFU, and you gave us a really substantial update. MSPC. Okay, are we coming back to life? Do you have things planned for MSPC, and what the hell's going on? Don't kill me, but I have to ask.
Great question, very opportune question. I can't answer a lot, but I will tell you that we did close a deal with Genesis Holdings to sell some of our tokenization platforms. Unfortunately, there were other issues that took the company, kind of off our focus. We'll get into that, as we progress. I mean, I think our shareholders deserve, and not just an explanation, but just kind of a rundown of what's happening. And
did we lose him in the middle of that explanation? Son of a bitch! That happens from time to time. Well, either way, we'll connect. We'll connect. I don't want to waste any more time. The poor guy has connection. He's across an ocean. He's across an ocean. So there are two Oscar burritos with us.
There we are. We're back. So that was the first step towards the comeback, Eric. We're going to be we'll be coming out with a lot more news, and we are taking firm steps to bringing MSPC back. It never really died. It just kind of went into a deep reorg mode. A few events happened that really hurt the company, and we've just been working through some issues that we had that we ran into. But now I can see that we're past the bad. We're through the rough, and now we're on to greener fields. So do expect some news in the next few days, and I think our shareholders that have been there for so long will be very pleased at what we're going to be coming out with.
Wow. Yeah, and we could call it back from the dead. Damn it, you guys! I'm excited. So, congratulations on all the success you've had. And keep crushing it, man.
Here, man. So, it's a good time to bring this back. So, thank you, Eric.
Heck yeah! Thank you so much for joining us, and we'll do another update with you in the next week. I plan on having you on. So, great job.
Thank you so much. I'll be seeing you soon.
Bye. All right. Bye. Always a pleasure to have Oscar on, and smart guy, great businessman, and look forward to seeing all the things that he accomplishes. All right, we're not going to stop there. We got another one. Oh my gosh, another company that is kicking ass lately, crushing it, like nothing short of spectacular. That's all I'm going to say. But I want to get right into this. We're going to bring in Roberto Rico and Juan Sase. Let's see if I got that right. Let's bring him in. Gentlemen, welcome back to the BFC. How are we doing?
You got it right, Eric.
Roberto,
the Roberto was kind of like. So how are you, Eric? Nice to see you again.
You guys are crushing it. Nothing short of spectacular. When as a trader, as an investor, when I look for certain companies, especially in the OTC, I look for things, people that have vision, people that support their stock, people that are out there being transparent, people that are getting results. This, by the way, this has been results day on the BSC. This is like kick-ass company after kick-ass company. And, you guys are the cherry on top of today's podcast. So I want you to give us the rundown, recap Q3 and all the successes that you've had this year. And I have a couple questions for after you guys do your recap. So the floor is yours.
All right. Well, Eric, first of all, thanks for having us on. I want to congratulate the two guests that were on before us and wish them well in their endeavors. I hope that they achieve everything that they mentioned there, because I look forward to seeing their story develop. As far as us, as you know, we're in the revenue financing for small merchants. And yeah, like you said, we have been doing extremely well. We've met all of our expectations. We started, 18 months ago from scratch, bootstrapping, and now we're on track for Q4 to, according to our press release, hit around $8 million in revenue, which is fantastic. To touch a little bit about the results we posted yesterday on Q3, we reached 5.7 million in revenue, which was 61% growth over the first half of the year.
Wow.
We just keep accelerating on that. But more importantly than that, our operating income grew by 67%, which is a reflection of our expanding margin. So everything that we've laid out, the seeds we've been sowing from the beginning of this endeavor are starting to come to fruition. So what you're seeing now is really a reflection of what we've done in the past, and we're very excited about what the future is going to bring. We did operating income of about 2.9 million so far in the first 9 months, and we think we're going to hit somewhere close to the $4 million mark for Q4 total. Wow. So that'll be reflected in our earnings per share, which is currently 3.3 cents. So we are a profitable company. We're cash flow positive. Any way you look at this, we are a darling in terms of OTC markets, and that's really boils down to our operational efficiency, as we stated. Some of the achievements to consider lay in that operational efficiency. For one, the growth of our net income outpaced the growth of our revenue. So while our growth of our revenue is stellar, we're having better net income, which is not only due to the fact that we have very tight control policies for expenses, but it starts to reflect the ability to scale that we have. I mean, our fixed costs are remaining relatively stable while our revenue grows. And at this point, the infrastructure that we have in place already could handle probably 2 to 3 times the current volume with minimal adjustments. So again, we're very excited about not only what we've done, but the next 18 months that are coming down the pipe.
And Eric, to add to what he just said, we posted a video 2 days ago, and it showcased, the sales center where the outbound calls are. So if anybody wants a visual to put with what Juan's saying, visit our X space, and it's up there. We try to, as we have these, we try to put up the videos to, so people can see the actual physical work being done and conducted. So I'm sorry.
Yeah, actually, let me just do this real quick. Let me share this. Let me see if I could share it. I'd love to share it just with people, just so they could see it. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Let's see. And by the way, I remember when, and this is, I forget, maybe like 7-8 months ago, when you guys first opened the office and you went through and the office is done.
Well, that one was the Miami one.
Oh, I know, but
this video, that's the Medellin one.
Yeah. So let's, but this is kind of transparency. Like I love that. And right when you guys did that, I'm like, all right, they're gonna be giving us regular updates, and let's see if I could.
Yes.
Let's see real quick. I don't know if I could. And it's this one right here, right? The 319.
Yes, it is.
Can you hear the music?
Yeah.
Let's take a quick look, guys.
Juan, you want to walk them through what they're seeing?
hang out the whole next day, laughing.
Yeah, Eric, so you know that office currently has over 80 people directly working for LRGR.
Remarkable.
Yeah.
Damn. This is not a little operation at all.
No.
Beautiful office, beautiful space. This is what OTC companies need to be doing if you want a positive reflection in your share price. Give tutorials, give a walkthrough of your facility. This is really great. So how many floors? This is 2 floors?
Yes.
And you said 80 operational staff?
Currently, yeah, and growing substantially and quickly.
If somebody wants to get employed, where are you guys going to post? LinkedIn?
Actually, for most of our employment in this office is in South America, so we make the ads down there.
Okay. Damn. This is great.
Yeah. Yes.
Awesome. Pause real quick. Great work. That's what you got to do. So,
and you know what
awesome.
we'll do is tomorrow we'll do a video like that of the Miami Center.
Yeah, do it. I mean, it's really remarkable to see. You like I said, every now and like sometimes you invest in a stock or you invest in OTC or whatever, and it's just like you're constantly bashing your head up against the wall. Not that I've done that. Actually, that's why we're the hack, because there's a big dent right here from all the times that they haven't done what they said they're going to do. But you guys are the darling, one of the darlings of the OTC. So I want to ask you about the momentum for into quarter four. Are we still momentum's growing? Quarter four, we're looking good, looking hot.
Yeah. Well, like I mentioned, I mean, we are targeting basically to reach $8 million in revenue. So that would be significant growth as well. But I want to remind everybody that our main focus is always going to be long-term financial health of the company, which means we're never going to sacrifice our risk management or our underwriting policies to chase revenue. We want healthy revenue. So we focus more on our risk management to make sure that the revenue will come on its own. I mean, this thing grows, it multiplies if we have our policies under control, and we know the revenue will come. So as far as growth, yeah, we're not concerned about growth right now. We know we're growing. We know, I mean, we have over $1 million on the sidelines that we haven't even deployed yet. So, I mean, there's significant growth that we believe is coming in the short term.
And
so, yeah.
Eric, to add to what Juan just mentioned with the capital available and our financial strength, if you go back a year ago, actually a year plus, our public float was 14 million shares. You know what it is today?
Enlighten the crowd. I know.
14 million. We haven't added one share. We have not diluted a single share.
Yeah.
So when you talk about the growth was done very responsible. It was done with the executives investing money. We opt out of doing any toxic anything. We got them all offered, as you can imagine. We're trading healthy. We're on a severe uptick. Not, Joel or Juan never interested in those mechanisms. So that's been, I guess, our secret sauce.
Yeah, our main concern has always been the shareholder. And
look at the filings, guys. You'll see zeros down the line for those restricted stock. These guys aren't selling stock; they're invested in this company long term. They see the big board vision, and you know what? And I could say this, for all the companies that we've had on today. There's responsibility. Now, you guys are like the extreme of responsibility with those restricteds, which is crazy good, and that's what you want to see. But like, I gotta say, it's cut and dry. There's no BS, no BS at all.
No.
And the fact that the structure hasn't changed, I think people are starting to wake up to the fact that you guys are going up and out. You're going to be another success story. And I actually had, it was ticker IQST, Acustal on, and actually Oscar, ironically, was one of the co-founders of that. They went from OTC to a big board, and you thrive on the big board. You guys, I see that happening. I see you doing the same exact thing. And people need to be paying attention to LRGR. I'm just saying, guys, it's right here. Here I am. I'm telling you about it.
Yeah,
we're here. This is it. I mean, so I'm impressed, completely impressed. And
yeah,
it
we are
shows
very
the
focused on that. We're very focused on that, and we're very focused on the shareholders and being transparent the whole way across. We post everything. We let everybody know. And we're not, we're not short-term thinkers. We have a very clear goal, a very clear path, and we're going to do it right. And we know where we're going to end up. So we invite you to at least follow us so you can see it for yourself.
Guys, they've laid out a plan and they've executed every step of the plan, and they've exceeded their expectations. So I want to thank you guys. Where'd Roberto go? Did he disappear? I think he disappeared.
No, he's there. I just think he turned his camera off or something.
Oh man, now he muted himself. No, it's crazy. So, and I have to make a NASDAQ company comparison like IQST to you guys, because like they did it. You guys are going to do it too. I firmly believe that's my opinion, guys. It's not financial advice. I'm just saying LRGR is bringing it. I think this is going to be a dollar stock. That's not financial advice. That's me talking. That's not them talking, by the way. So don't you get your pennies in a twist, folks. Listen, I want to thank you, Juan, Roberto. Thank you so much for joining. Let's do another update in the next week or two. Definitely get your butts back here.
Anytime. Maybe I'll go up to Buffalo. I'll bring my guitar and we'll jam out there.
You know what? Come up to Buffalo. I'm not joking. You guys come up. We'll take you out for some good wings. Bar Bill, that's where it's at. Ask Neil. I brought Neil actually to the Bar Bill up here, and it was excellent. So hopefully we get to meet in person. And congratulations on all the success you guys have been.
Thank you very much, Eric, and all the best to you and all the companies that you bring on, because you're a platform for us to get the word out. So we appreciate it.
All right. See you later. Get out of here, guys. Get out of here. Well, I love it. I love those guys. All right. So we had CVAT crushing it. We had AFFU. They're crushing it. Oscar's working his ass off. And we had LRGR. They are nothing short of impressive. You need to be following all those companies, guys. Get to it and do it. And that's all I got. This has been a great Tuesday, and happy Veterans Day, as I said earlier in the earlier episode. Don't forget to thank Cvat and remember those who are no longer with us. So happy Veterans Day to all the veterans. And that's all I got. There is more that binds us than breaks us. You guys have a terrific Tuesday. That's all I got. I'm out. Peace.